please raise your hands if you like magicians? Can I see your hands? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's great. I knew I did ask the right question. So please watch me carefully, and I'm going to surprise you soon. Okay? Please watch me. Dun, 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 dun. Nobody looks surprised. So I watch lots of videos about that, and all start with something surprising. And as I always wanted to be a magician as a kid, I thought that it would be a good idea, but I think it didn't work. Or maybe it did. Whether I surprise you or not, I promise that what I'm going to tell will be interesting. It will give you some idea about who I am, Ken Gursoz, and it will be a story of patience and passion. Many, many years ago, I was around 15 years old. I was physically living in Turkey, but mentally living in two completely different worlds. The first world is full of math and equation, and the other one is full of enjoy and play. So let me give you some background information. My family is a kind of engineering family. My grandparents were engineers, my dad is engineer, my uncles are engineer, and naturally they wanted me to follow the same path. I never forget. One day, let me think like that. So because of that, they want me an engineer. So mornings I go to a engineering school, engineering high school in the mornings, and in the school there are lots of equipments, tools, and everything was predictable, and everything had a formula at that school. But in the evenings, I step up to a different world, acting class. There were no formulas. Music, lights, emotions, and unlimited imaginations. On the stage, I feel alive, and I could be anyone. I could go anywhere. I could tell any story. But I had one problem. My family, especially my dad, had a very different vision for my life. And I never forget. One night at the dinner, he put the fork on the table and looked straight at me and said, "Son, acting is just a hobby. You have to find a real profession." Of course it wasn't like that, but I was feeling I was in a Hollywood movie. What was the name of the movie?
Godfather.
Godfather. Yeah. I smiled politely, but inside I had a storm. So how could I explain that acting is not just a hobby? It was really hard. And at that time, sitting at the dinner table, and I realized that I was standing at the edge of two different worlds. And I even didn't know which one I'm gonna select. Fast forward a couple of years, I was now 20 years old. Life forced me to select. Should I be an engineer as my family wanted? Or should I follow my passions for theater? You know what? I tried to do both. In the mornings I run to school, and evenings I run to acting classes. But at the back of my mind, something says, you have to pick one. It's a voice that, you have to pick one. Because of this inner conflict, I couldn't focus on my lectures, and I didn't even concentrate on the acting classes. I was living two half worlds instead of one full. But one night, something unforgettable happened. We were performing a nice play, Caligula, from Albert Camus. It was a very special night, and the theater was almost full, 500 people, and you can feel the energy. And as I always did, I checked the audiences. Oh, look who's here. My dad is sitting in the front row. he had never come to my any performance. It added me an additional layer of stress, but don't worry. So the play started, we did a great job as a team, and after the play, everybody was cheering, clapping, and everybody stood up. We did a great job. As the last step, last movement, we held hands, stepped forward, and bow. At that moment, I saw something I will never forget. My dad is sitting in the front row, crying. And at that moment, I realized that I learned one deep lesson that I couldn't learn from any other school or lesson. Nothing can stand in the way of patience and passion. And from that day, every single game that I played, that I had, my father was there, sitting in the front row. And this moment stayed with me, and I realized that patience is not a passive thing, it's a strength. And passion is not just emotion. It can change somebody's heart. And over time, I learned one more thing, which is more powerful. Engineering and theater were not enemies. They were partners. And engineering is not just numbers. It is a how can I say? It's not numbers. It's an art. And theater is not only emotions. It is a structure. It's a discipline. So combining them together gave me a unique perspective. And I realized that engineering and theater could be a nice partners. So I'm here in front of you, shaped by patience and passion. And why I'm here at TOASTMASTERS? Because I realized that if I would like to be a great engineer, I must be a good communicator. If I would like to be a great communicator, I must know the structure of the engineering. So for that reason, I'll combine them together, and I'm here, ready to grow, learn, and share everything with you. Thank you.